there, my lovely Legionnaires. How are we doing today? You can keep going. I just needed to start stream. We're talking about Ellie's dog getting fat.
Well, no, because there's another dog. No, there's another dog, and I was trying to keep Scout from going over to see him.
Oh.
Can I be understood, like, at all, or am I swimming in a sea of emptiness?
No, I can hear you.
No.
That's so cool.
This is cringe! This is fucking- On Pride Month? This is homophobic.
What is?
Brooke.
I wanted banana pudding, and they don't have any, that's homophobic. What are my other choices?
Oh, God. Dude.
Chocolate, strawberry, apparently they have a banana cake.
Strawberry cake.
What if they don't have that, just in case?
Then chocolate. I'll just work down the list. I want strawberry. I can't fucking believe- This sucks! I love banana pudding, and I can't. Hayden, strike down Chip Zdarsky, and my life is yours. I wish. I'll make that video eventually when I get the wherewithal to sit down through everything.
You'll make your Chip Zdarsky diss track?
Yeah, I will. I will make a Chip Zdarsky diss track. You're so right. So...
You can drop another diss track and my life is yours!
Thank you, Brooke. He's ruining my Blorbo. This is sick and twisted! Sick and twisted! Oh yeah, I heard he's doing real bad with Batman. Sucks. Cringe.
Oh, hey, Heaton, go beaten.
Beaten beats through.
Fucking, he killed Jason, quote unquote, killed Jason again.
Shocked. Stunned
yeah,
even.
Yeah. If Chip Zdarsky has no haters, I fucking died.
I'm loving it. I'm loving that the community was like, oh, his Daredevil run is so good. And then the minute he starts doing the exact same shit to Batman, everybody's like, wait a minute, maybe he's bad. And I'm like, oh, now we know. I fucking hate it here. It's okay when he ruins my Blorbo.
Because the thing is that it was for a week. It was a leak that came out, and for a straight fucking week, everyone was like, did they... Wait. Say psych? Say psych? What do you mean he's dead? What do you mean Jason's dead again? And then the next week it was like, oh, haha, psych, ha.
It's all blah.
Yeah.
Batman ran off. You have no haters. I'm dead.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The redhead girlies are the Taylor Swift fans of the DC comics.
God, you're so right.
We write a pun if you hurt him.
I was put in ad jail for a minute. The narrator sounded like Heaton's sick, and I got worried for a minute. Jesus Christ.
At what point has Chip written Bruce to be like, the Commissioner Gordon's like, Batman, we need you to solve this crime. The Joker's polluting the water supply with Joker gas, and it's gonna make everyone die. And then Batman's like, this reminds me of my favorite moment from the Gospel, John 45:16, where God says, I hate gay people.
That's how I am during Pride Month. That's how I hate gay people explicitly during Pride Month.
You cannot do, well, you can do straight couples if one of the members of the couple is queer, and or if, well, no, I was gonna say and or trans, but trans would fall under queer, so yeah. If someone in the couple is queer, then yeah, I'll allow that. So, chat, you may be wondering why I've called you all here today. And by that, I mean you shouldn't be wondering, that's what the fucking, description of, that's what the fucking title of the stream is for. So, I had an idea as I was going to bed, as is my wanton way. But I require a little bit of help, because I don't know shit about ass.
Why does the dragon ball?
I hear that the dragons ball? I don't know.
I don't know what played.
Oh, the dragon's balling.
Shenron could never be balling.
I need fan art now.
That's crazy.
Ugh, no, jail for 1,000,000 years. Fuck you, James. Anyway, so the plan is simple. We're gonna kill ourselves and steal Jesus's shoes. No, so okay. I was watching. So I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, but I was watching Lythero and the Shenanigans play fucking fighters, as is my wanton way. And I was like, making Dragon Ball characters is fun. I'm intrigued by the world of Dragon Ball, but its storytelling is not for me. But I have, if you give me a second, I have a Dragon Ball character myself already. Let me unearth her so you can be familiar.
Dragon Ball OC on Pride Month.
And she's queer. So, Eve! Eve, is it Eva Clock?
wait.
It is Eva Clock.
Wait.
Thank you.
What you do?
My dear trans lesbian. So I had a thought. And I'm going to admit something to the two of you today that I did not admit to you in the DMs because I wanted your live reactions.
Awesome.
So I was watching Lythero play fighters. And I was like, I'd love to make her a team for the Tournament of Power.
That's 10 dickheads.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
This
we know
is,
that.
I
this is
thought
why.
the team size was about half that.
This is why I was saying take all the dickheads and make them your dickhead.
So I said, but I was like, no. I found out it was 10. So you need 10 people to join the Tournament of Power. I didn't know that. But I'm not a quitter.
It's not quitting.
Gamer, I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I wanted to do something, and so I'm setting out to do it, and I'm gonna do it. Because I've never let my own hubris stop me before. And now I'm not gonna do it again. My hubris has never, I've never been undone by my own hubris. I've never had a problem with my, I've never flown too close to the sun and had my wax wings obliterated. Not once, not ever.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about last month.
We're not. We're not going to talk about last month. We're not going to talk about the fact that I failed Mermay. I've never purposely injured myself working too hard. Not ever a day in my life. So.
Yeah.
Or made myself sick, or both. So.
Liar.
I said, like a liar. So what we're gonna do, is I'm going to. So I reached out to my 3 consultants. The 3 best consultants I know. And one of them had work today, so the 2 best consultants I know.
Yay! We weren't first choice.
No, you were. Both of you were the first choice. Avi, I went to Avi. I went to Avi first. I went to Ellie second, and then I went to Silver third. But Silver had to work today, so. But Silver, you're editing. So Silver's still here. Clap, 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 clap. So Silver will be editing this video, and by extension, part of this stream, because this is going to be the opening part of that video. Because we're gonna do the fun part. I thought I would do the fun part on stream. Where you get to watch me be stupid and not know anything about Dragon Ball.
Yep, this is why I was like, here, take 5 clay figures, and then 5 puddles of clay.
No, I want to do it myself.
It's still doing it yourself.
No. It
Honestly,
doesn't. It
at
doesn't
most-
count.
Well, because I'm thinking about it, and like, it's like, no, I can't use your two Majins, your two Namekians, and no, your two Majins, your Namekian, and your Saiyan, and your Frieza character. Okay, which characters are you gonna make? Well, I'm gonna make a Saiyan, two Namekians, two Boos, and a Frieza character. And it's like, that's what I mean. The
No.
reason
Wait. Is Omi not gonna be in this shit? God
Omi at
damn
least
it.
has to be in there. She has to at least be there.
Well,
Come
yeah,
on.
Omi has to. So we only have to make 8 because we can. I have to take Omi because Omi's her girlfriend.
Exactly. There we go.
So we only have 8.
So what are the restrictions?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
Well, that's
Well, I
the thing. Is
no,
you could
necessarily,
say
there's-
one.
There's no real like race restrictions though. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, is there are no race restrictions, but are you gonna be like, okay, well, I can only have one character per race, or
So
most two?
so here's what I'm thinking. I want as wide a spread as possible. So yeah, I'd like max 2 of the same. And if I double up, I want them to have some kind of connection to one another.
All right, now here comes the real questions.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Earthling question mark.
I've thought about it. I'm not sure. I think I'd like to.
I'd have at least one.
I'd like.
Okay.
I have 3 thoughts. Like 3 baseline thoughts. Because here's what I want to do. I want to decide what races we do, and then go. I want to start at the broadest and work our way narrower. So like I want to talk about like these are the races I'd like to work with, and then we'll shave down like what they can be from there, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I had 3 thoughts. One of them was, hang on, let me grab my tablet because I'm gonna just write them down. So that way we can so that way you have a visual aid, and B, that way so I have a doc I can consult. So,
Can we see?
Oh yeah.
Said-
Hang on. No, shut up! Shut the fuck up! I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. I do this for a living. Shut your mouth.
Yes. Has no discernible character development.
Okay, that one I said it mostly as a bit because I knew it'd make Silver really bad.
And then it ended up making me really mad. Have you ever told that story?
Oh yeah, so we were just having a conversation about Dragon Ball, and I said that I said in passing, I was like, and Silver can notate with his thoughts. I said that I didn't like Vegeta because he never had any real character development. And I don't think I've ever seen Silver get so mad in my life.
Well, no.
Dude,
Say what else happened.
What else happened? I don't remember what else happened.
Avi snitched on you.
Oh yeah, Avi ratted on me.
Avi
it was
snitched
awesome.
on
It was
to me. I was at work at the time. Avi snitched to me about Heaton. I bursted in through dimension to fucking go, what do you mean Vegeta has no character development, you heart? I don't even
It's
like
like, dude,
Vegeta. And I know that's not true.
It's like, yeah, again, it's like, I don't even like him that much, and I know that's bullshit. It's like it's like saying
I just
that like,
remember
oh, Sanji's only character trait is he's a perv.
I just love that, like, the moment of Heaton, like, figuring out that Avi fucking ratted her out, and he just goes, "Did you snitch?"
Who ratted on me to my daughter?
And I was like, me, because because unlike you, I am an agent of justice.
You're so right. So, okay, so I had 3 thoughts. And I want to know. I'll do these differently because these aren't concrete yet.
I
So,
thought that said loved.
Danica, Eve is mine. Mine. I called her first.
She already has
I
a girlfriend.
See you, chat. I called her first.
She-
It's me.
So,
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on. So we have. I need to note her down, of course, because we said that she's. So Only is a
Mojin.
Majin. Okay. So
There's one other like distinction question I want to make.
Mm-hmm.
When talking about Earthling, would you either A, say that Earthlings and androids are the same,
Okay.
or
I'm so glad you asked, because literally the second thought was that I wanted to have an android.
so now we get to the funny question
Mm-hmm.
of do you want a cyborg or do you want a robot?
I want a robot.
Okay.
I
Look
want
up-
16, not 17.
No, here's what you want to look up. Go on Google
Okay.
and look up Gamma 1 or Gamma
1.
2.
Like the
Oh my
Sonic character?
No, they are I think like among the last characters Toriyama made.
1 Dragon Ball. Oh, these dickheads.
Yeah, they're great. They're robots. They are capital R robots. Like they are, but listen, the only thing you need to know about them is that the blue one does holographic pyrotechnics behind him with the sound effect splayed over it.
That's rad. I love that. Android 69.
So, that's 21.
Yeah, you're so right. Fucking
Throw Cypress in jail.
You know what I could fuck up right now?
what?
A robot.
I'll be what? No, some appy juice. Be right back.
So I was thinking I wanted an Earthling, an android, and then I was also, listen, whatever the fuck Frieza is.
Okay, they're called Frieza race, but the general term is Frost Demon.
I'll just put Frieza.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you know
Can I
what?
make
Hang on.
project-
I know what I'll call it. Freezoid.
Can you please not make him seem nice and then be evil? I'm really sick of that.
No, I liked. So I don't know if this is the thing. I was thinking about a Saiyan, and I don't know if I want to. Because
Fuck 'em.
well, A, cause fuck 'em, but B, I had an idea of what if in Dimension 13 the roles were reversed?
Okay.
And the Saiyans were like the proper, like, had the proper military force and whatever, and they took over Frieza's people.
So, I'm gonna push my glasses so far up the bridge of my nose that they embed themselves in my forehead.
Okay.
Okay. First of all,
They're not dimensions, they're universes.
second of all,
Fuck you.
but the
The realist actually.
yeah, the actualliest actually. So in Universe 6, first of all, only universes that add up to 13 have the same species in them.
Mhm.
So 6 and 7, 1 and 11, or 1 and 12, excuse me,
Mhm.
2 and 11, etc., etc.
Right.
So in 6, the Saiyans never had a war on themselves, and there was no like Frieza. Look, there is a Frieza equivalent, but he's just kind of a guy who does things. He's not like the grand leader of bullshit.
Mhm.
So the Saiyans are just like good dudes in this universe. Like they have their own like militia, I guess, but most of them are just like galactic peacekeepers, which is it's fine because cops are good in the Dragon Ball universe because it's whimsical.
Hold your fire, that man's not black.
But like, what I think would work for a Saiyan or like I guess the Saiyan situation could be like instead of Frieza or their race, I guess, managing the Saiyans, it could be like the other way around, or it could just be similar to 6, where it's like they're off doing like independent contractor shit. They're not like on the verge of fucking extinction and there's 2 left.
Okay, so
You can put on cap on Saiyans. You can 100% put an arbitrary cap on them, and it'll work.
True. Yeah, basically my point was I didn't want to make an evil Freezoid.
Thank you. Because like, what I hate so much is that they didn't commit. In the anime, in the manga, Frost is a good-hearted cheater. He is genuinely at least a decent guy. He's just underhanded in how he fights because he's not super strong. In the anime, he's just evil. Fuck you.
I love with all of my heart that, much like Star Wars, because truly, like, this is one of the ways in which Dragon Ball and Star Wars align. I'm looking at a list of all of the Dragon Ball races.
It's like 2.
And, oh no, there's a lot! But a ton of them are just Prum's race, Legic's race, Hit's race.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, whatever the fuck you are, I guess.
Race. Another good one you'd want to look into are the Cerelians. You've probably seen Granola somewhere. That Chrono Trigger ass motherfucker.
Yes, I've seen the granola. Oh god, granola Dragon Ball.
This is his mom. He's so pretty.
Mother.
Personally, I think heterochromia is fine on Pride Month.
Cell's an android.
Well,
They just made him to look weird.
Cell is a bio-organic android. Like, he grew in a tube.
They grew him in a. I was about to say they grew him in a fucking petri dish.
Yup, just like the Saiyans.
But this guy, he looks humanoid, like totally humanoid.
Are you seeing like a colored version of him with the green hair?
Yeah.
Does it have the thing over his eye, or can you see his right eye?
I can see his heterochromia.
Okay. By the way, that race's version of Super Saiyan is both of their eyes become red.
That's
and I think that's really cool. It's so fucking sick.
That's kind of neat. He's green.
By the way, his little eyepiece is named Oatmeal.
God damn it. I'm so hungry.
It's a little goober.
This was the wrong thing to work on before I got my lunch. God damn it.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this list, and I just see on the list of races the word shirt.
What? Wait! Put a picture in the chat. Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Just the word shirt. And it's these dickheads. This is the image provided.
Oh, these are some GT fuckers. Who even gives a darn?
Who cares?
I feel like you could probably get away with making this like a petri dish of like the universe races.
Yeah, I was about to say, I want some alien-ass aliens for the most part.
Okay, did you know that Dragon Ball has magical girls?
Yes! I saw that! I saw it because I saw the clip where, is it 17 or 18?
17 blows them up.
Yeah! Where they're like mid-transformation sequence and he just fucking shoots them!
And they're like, what are you doing?
And Goku's like, that's not cool. And he's like, I'm not gonna let them power up.
My favorite part about that whole scene is that it actually is a very small sign of Goku's development as a character, because you want to know what he did on Namek when Raccoon was gonna blow up and kill everybody?
He just let
He
him.
gut checked him and he died.
So fucking stupid.
And he was like, you left yourself so ungodly open.
I'm just gonna shoot them.
My favorite part about that scene is that they pull up and they're like, fuck you, what are you doing? And he's like, I didn't want to let you do it. And then Goku is like, 17, that's not cool, dude, come on. Just let them do their thing. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna let them do their fucking thing. And then Topo from Universe 11 pulls up and he's like, you fucker. And he's like, fine, oh my god.
It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking
And then
funny.
they get mid-hit.
Just like, what? Gamma's there and
Dude,
designed by
18
Ultraman.
beats them.
God damn it. I just looked up granola so I'd have
And
the...
you got the quite gross guy.
No, I looked up granola so I could, like, have a point of what you were talking about, but I scrolled up and saw major races and saw how the word fucking Cerulean is spelled. I hate it here.
Did you... How did you not put that together when I said it to
I
you
don't
verbally?
know. Sometimes I forget.
It's okay, buddy, I love you.
Sometimes I just... And then I saw the word cereal in it, I'm like... And I felt stupid. I'm like, no, there's egg on my face. I'm dumb.
So, there's another thing to talk about here, and it is, like... How much do we want to just make up?
Whatever seems fun.
Alright. Then, boy, do I have the funny for you.
Okay.
So, in the last arc that concluded, so it was the granola arc,
Mm-hmm.
we got introduced to a set of characters called the Heaters. And they are a space mob.
Okay.
And their names are Elec, Gas, and Oil.
Love that.
Hilarious.
Love that. Very good. Very good.
They have a little thing on their, I think it's on their forehead. It's like a necklace or something. And it makes them turn into like Broly when you take it off. So they have like normally they just look like blue people. They just look like people who are blue. But you take the thing off and they become like proper demons.
I don't know what I was expecting. It was not this.
Was it? Are you getting image of Gas as an old man?
No, I'm just looking at them and my brain defaulted immediately to, why are these black people blue?
Well, because they're not Namekians.
Because they're just like...
Is it the dreads?
No, it's the way that this fucking leader is drawn.
Oh,
That's a
black.
yeah, that's a black man.
Yeah, he gets ice. Pun intended. Pun incredibly retroactively intended.
I was about to
So
say,
does Gas.
I was about to say it's not the dreads. It's just these are people of color.
That's fair. I watched them I fucking read through in black and white, and I was like, damn. I wonder what these are gonna look like when they're colored, and they were blue people, and I'm like, that's crazy.
The girl's cute. I like her design.
Yeah, she's great. Maki's great. here's another thing to consider. I don't know if we want to give Moro a race or not, or if he's just a guy who's a guy.
I think he's just a guy
But,
who's a guy, frankly.
I would love to see your rendition of Goat Mage.
These
Mm.
guys are cool. What?
Mhm.
Do you not know about the Goat Mage?
No. What? Okay.
Look up
What am
Moro.
What am I googling?
Moro.
Moro Dragon Ball.
Look up the.
Oh,
if
he's
there-
cool. This is a cool guy. Look at this cool guy.
Yeah. He's a mage. His whole bit is that he like very passively consumes energy. So while Goku and Vegeta are doing their Goku and Vegeta and they're like not going all out on him in the beginning, he's like stealing their energy bit by bit. And then Vegeta's like, fine, I'm gonna take this seriously. I'll take you out right now. And he can't. And he's like, why can't I go blue? And Moro's like, because I ate all your energy, dickhead. And then he beats them.
On another episode, on today's episode of God damn it, editor problem, because I was like, oh, this base design's really cool. Look at this fucking.
And then
Look at this weird gangly fucker. I love this. What a sick design. And they turned him humanoid again! I hate this!
Okay, you want to know what happened?
This
You wanna
sucks!
know what he does?
Hmm,
You want to know what happened?
What?
Here's what happened. What is that? Okay. So what happened is he was fighting Vegeta and losing, and on his crew of dickheads, he freed all the prisoners from the galactic prison, and that's his crew of dickheads. Basically, when he's losing to Vegeta, he goes up and he goes over to this android that's been working with them named 7-3, and Moro eats him and gets all his powers back and then beats Vegeta.
But becomes humanoid?
Yeah, he gets a regular person face.
I hate it here.
Don't worry, after that he turns into the planet.
Why? This is one of my big gripes with fucking Dragon Ball is like I like
You like creatures.
I like if you're gonna have a series about fucking aliens, make them fucking aliens.
I think okay, the one reason why I don't have a huge problem with the humanoid design at the end is because it is at the end. It's basically his final form that lasts for like 3 chapters. So I'm whatever about it. I don't mind as much as a lot of other people do,
Let motherfuckers
but
stay
I
weird.
do wish they could the same.
Yeah, let
But
them
dude,
stay weird. I like better when they're weird.
okay, yeah, but then he eats Ultra Instinct and becomes Ultra Instinct Moro, and his body cannot do it. Like he's doing fine, and then he just starts like blowing up. So he like dives into the ground and turns it like merges with the planet. And you will never guess who makes the save. You will literally never, ever, 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 ever in a million years guess who makes the fucking save.
I don't know if this is a bit because it's obvious or if I actually would never guess.
Are you familiar with a character named Oob?
I think I know about Ube.
He's the little black kid that Goku fights at the end of Z and then goes off to train him for like 5 years because he is the reincarnation of Evil Boo. And so what happens is that like Fat Boo goes off and he's like and he goes and find like well what happens is that like Goku's trying to beat him and he doesn't have the energy for it. And so everyone's like, where do we get the energy for this? What do we do? What's gonna happen? And at a point, Vegeta's like, fuck, I'm just trying to get energy. What do we do? And he just gets this giant influx. And they're like, what happened? And it cuts to this village where Oob is just holding his hands up, and Fat Boo, as Grand Supreme Kai, is there, and he's like, yeah, just keep doing that for a little bit. and they win. Because that's fucking evil, Boo.
I swear to God.
I honestly, being 1,000,000%, like, actually genuine, feel that the Moro saga of Dragon Ball Super has one of the better, like, climaxes and endings in the series. And I know I'm describing it in a way that sucks because I don't describe things well. But I feel like if you gave it a read, you might enjoy certain aspects of it and how characters are written. Because now that we are basically done with Dragon Ball Super, the last 3 arcs were majorly focused on expanding Goku and Vegeta as characters and the wider world. It's just that it didn't really have a lot of the, like, explorational oomph that you'd get from, like, One Piece.
I'm okay. I agree. You're probably right. Because I really liked the, I liked the Broly movie, for example, quite a bit.
Which one?
The one that we watched.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through here, because it lets you see, like, a little image if you hover over. Fucking space lemurs?
What are you talking about?
These are round motherfuckers.
Oh, the Shigarians?
These dudes. These dudes right here.
Oh, yeah, those are some fucking GT. Those are some GT motherfuckers.
I like them, they're cute.
They're funny as hell.
Oh, Baba.
Yeah, there's some dudes who are like... There's some fuckers in here.
Gasp. Okay.
What the
Gasp, 100%. Do you want to make a tuffle? They're weird parasites.
I'm scrolling up. What?
Yeah. It'd be really cool if you made a tuffle.
They're in major... What the fuck am I looking at?
Is it baby? Are you looking at baby?
No, I'm looking at
Did you?
dudes with guns. What?
Yeah. Did you know? By the way, there is a major villain in Dragon Ball named Baby.
These look like dudes. Like, they just look like dudes!
You should put this guy on your team, honestly. This guy should be on your team. I'm thinking about it now. This guy should be there.
What? Okay. What? What am I looking at? Because all I'm seeing are dudes.
Are you looking at Tuffles?
Yeah, I'm looking at their sheet, but all of these I'm seeing are just, all the images are just of dudes.
Of, like, just regular people?
They look like just regular ass dudes.
So what happens is that Baby is a parasite. And he infects people through wounds. He will go inside of you and then become Baby in you. And basically he himself is a hive mind, but, like, coalesces the most inside of Vegeta and becomes a fucking weirdo. But in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, there are a couple other Tuffles that show up. One's a boy, one's a girl. And they're cool. They're very cool. Except when they suck, because Dragon Ball Heroes is awful.
So
My
they're-
favorite part was when Goku punched them once and they died.
So they're just parasites living in dudes?
They have physical forms, but they like go into other people to, like, possess them.
Okay. I want to see what they look like.
If you've ever seen Vegeta with white hair and, like, red lines around his face, that's Baby Vegeta.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him on when they play fighters occasionally.
Yeah, Super Baby. He's that is Vegeta's body.
Oh. This is kind of cool.
It's why he can turn into a big monkey for his super.
Okay.
basically the Saiyans stole the Tuffles planet and exterminated them, and they couldn't do anything about it. So, fucking Baby and Dr. Mew concocted this plan to take back Planet Vegeta, and then Goku beats him.
These are guys. Yeah, these guys are cool. I'll take one of these guys.
Also, I'm just gonna make a request. I'm gonna make a request from me. Puts fingers together. If you make a Saiyan, can it be a Super Saiyan 4, please, and not
Yes.
a blue one?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. No, you know what? I'll make a Saiyan exclusively so that they can go Super Saiyan 4.
Yay!
I think Super Saiyan 4 is cool!
Yeah, you know who else thinks Super Saiyan 4 is cool? Everyone with a fucking brain.
Alright, we need one more.
One more. Do we have an Earthling and an android, or just an android?
Earthling and an android.
Okay.
One of each.
So we have all of the Xenoverse races. So we've got a Saiyan, a human, a Majin, a Namekian, and a Frieza. Oh my god, I've got it. A hybrid Saiyan, but it's a different race. Like, hybrid Saiyan, but it's not Saiyan and human, it's Saiyan and someone else.
Ooh, I have an idea if we do that. Okay, I have an idea if we do that. Yeah, I like that. But a hybrid with what?
Preferably a race with hair, please.
Yeah, please.
Hey, I don't know if you've ever seen what Devil Artemis is doing with Piccolo and the red Namekian. It's not good. Don't give Piccolo hair. It sucks.
No, it's why Eve is still bald.
Cool. So,
what's a good... This isn't my suggestion, but I keep thinking about it, is I love sending you a text while I was watching the games, and I'm like, what the fuck is hit? And Avi responds with, that's a good fucking question.
Yeah, hit is hit.
Well, yeah, because, like, this is what I was bitching about, is, like Star Wars, we only see, like, there's one character that's this weird race, so we don't know anything about them.
Oh, yeah, and also, that character has, like, really cool time powers and is a really awesome assassin character, and we never know anything about his race, ever.
And we're like, are they predisposed to that, or...
The answer is shut up. The answer is blow me, actually.
So all of
yeah,
the
I'm over here.
I'm just scrolling through some of these and looking for a jumping off point.
For the Gods of Destruction, yeah, you may notice that Beerus and Champa are brothers, and none of the other ones are.
Cat.
You may notice that
Google,
one is a mouse.
Set a timer for 2 minutes. Solak! Okay, wait a minute.
I didn't even have to ask.
Wait a minute, Solak, so the Gods of no, it was actually Ontario. So, okay, wait a minute. So all the Gods of Destruction aren't cats?
They are appointed.
Yeah.
So I can make a cat?
You can make a cat. You can even make that cat go Super Saiyan.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, because I think that fucks. I think that's dope as hell, actually.
Super Saiyan cat.
Super Saiyan cat. No, wait, somebody in chat, who said it? Fucking Missile Dragon said it. I think that's actually a really cool idea of, instead of my, like, full robot for the android, I think it'd be cool if the android is the other half Saiyan.
Oh yeah, you like inject fucking robot with Super Saiyan shit. Like
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's kind of what Cell is, but the
Yeah.
problem with Cell is that he doesn't have any visual change to denote that he's Super Saiyan.
Get it as a gallon, so we got you icy instead. Icy fruit punch. Hell yeah. Nah, I'm alright with fruit punch. Thank you so much. I'm so fucking. Would you be surprised to learn that sitting here talking about a franchise in which all of their characters' names are food based made me incredibly fucking hungry?
No, that sounds completely impossible.
That's bananas, actually. God damn it, these burgers are fucking huge. Fuck. If you're gonna
Wow.
offer a cheeseburger, if you're gonna offer a burger on your menu, fucking show a picture of how big it is so I know if I need to order a single or a double. God damn it.
Yo, yeah, Heaton, if you ever come down here, and by that I mean when we go to TJX, which will happen at some point,
Okay, Google, stop.
I'm gonna take you down to Ralph's because the burgers that you get there were like one patty is the size of your head.
I just put cat. I don't know what the fuck.
A hairless ballsack cat. Yeah.
It's called Beerus Race.
It is
I
called
call them Sphinx. I mean, they are Sphinx.
They're also like Egyptian themed, so that's scanned.
Yeah.
Okay.
I personally like the God of Destruction, who is a robot. And then we find out right before he dies that he is actually a dude in a robot suit.
So we have our base. Now comes the fun part. Now is where the fun begins.
What are the quirks and why?
What are the quirks and why?
Well, this one doesn't want to kill Padme, so he's gonna send the other guy to kill Padme.
And if you want to get really
What?
fucking granular,
I watched that video again recently. Dude, it's so funny. I saw the Lego version. I saw the version of it where it's all Lego people. And it's just Padme dying in Lego games 80 times.
you are gonna have to deal with me eating, because I'm very hungry. Normally I have food before stream, but we had gifts over, so they went out. And couldn't just get regular lemonade. Couldn't get a gallon, so we got you fruit punch instead of just getting the gallon of lemonade. Unfucking believable. Weak.
Mm-hmm.
God. You know, I wanna while we're doing this, I'd also like to pose a question to chat. Do you know why it is called the restroom?
Because I'm fighting
I
for
don't
my
know.
life
I'm
in here.
fighting for my life.
Yeah!
They didn't have strawberry cake either,
'cause
so
I
you
was-
got chocolate.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
This is insane. So they were out of banana pudding, and they're out of strawberry cake. This is fucking homophobic. I swear to God. On Pride Month, I'm lodging a complaint. My model is like unsettlingly detailed. Because God, you can just see me chewing.
I think it'd be really funny if you made a Kaioshin as well, because they all look the same. You just make one, and it's like, there, I've made my Kaioshin, and it's just Zamasu.
It's just it's just Zamasu.
It's like, he's disgruntled.
In my universe, he's Goku White.
In my universe.
Okay,
In my
Google,
universe, fuck you.
set a timer for 2 minutes. Do you know what isn't homophobic? Okay, so if you have to decide, what everybody's quirks are, because this is my favorite part. Doing the brainstorming segment is my favorite part, because this is when we get to decide how fucking stupid everything's going to be.
So, the problem comes in form of Dragon Ball's... Okay, you know how in Harry Potter, technically speaking, anything can just be a spell, but they never actually do that.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball is very similar in that you can technically make your ki do anything. You just shoot a beam, though.
But it's just a beam.
Except for
Like,
Omi.
The most creative we ever see a ki blast get is like when Roshi in the first tournament like freezes Goku with the lightning surprise.
Omi's is cool though. Just saying.
Candy.
She has extendo arms and can electrocute people.
Like her girlfriend.
They can both go around the back.
Heyo.
Around the back, over the crest.
Heyo!
Hey, yeah.
It's Pride Month.
Since we have up hair, let's start with the Saiyans. So, I have an idea. Okay, Google. Stop. So, I have an idea. I'm sorry you didn't get much of an accent. I'm so eating. So we'll... So I'm thinking, I like, as it's me, you're gonna be so surprised. You're gonna be so surprised when you hear what I was thinking. I was thinking father-daughter team.
What do you mean Heaton has a favorite trope? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about! Shut up!
I'm literally getting darned right now.
Masaka. A whole ass Bakana.
Dude, that's my favorite fucking shit ever. I love calling things a whole ass bug.
So I'm thinking father-daughter team. Because it's me, and I'm nothing if not trite and cliche.
But you are consistent.
It's true. You can call it
Cliche.
cliche. I say it's consistency.
Tomato, potato.
They don't call me the Papa Proprietor for nothing. So
They don't call me the man fucker.
So I'm
I
thinking
do mean
I'm thinking I like the idea of the daughter being the android.
okay.
Because like I like the contrast against like what we know about Saiyan culture, which is very like Spartan, very if your child is weak you throw them off the mountain kind of deal. Very Mishima, we throw them into the lion pit. I like the
Have them smoke 40 packs a day so they sound like rabbits.
Man, I remember seeing that shit in theaters. I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, when baby Justin Cook is like, oh man.
When baby Justin Cook is not thinking, okay, maybe I should go use Urameshi, but higher pitched. No, I think 80-year-old smoker will do just fine.
And it did! I think it'd be very interesting to, first of all, very topical to have your Android Saiyan combo when we have, fucking, what's her name? Zakara? Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
Dressed like Android 18.
So
I just think it'd be really cool to have, like, Saiyan father, like, having to, like, raise a very, very, like, sickly Saiyan child.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets to the point where the only way to keep her alive is fucking cybernetic augmentation.
You're 10
'Cause-
steps ahead of me. Cause yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
I just listen. We never, at any point in any Dragon Ball media, get an explanation as to why these random fucko robots are stronger than Frieza. Never. Never! Oh, they have infinite energy. Blow me. Actually, put my dick in your mouth and blow me.
I like the idea because, like, hear me out. What if we crib ever so slightly, just ever so slightly from Broly? Just a little bit. If, like, she's very physically weak because she's sick, and he's afraid, like, oh, they're gonna hurt her, they're gonna kill her, they're gonna see her as a weak link, etc., etc. So her dad, like, gives her the cybernetic augmentations, and she gets better, and she gets too good.
Oh my god, wait a minute. Robot tail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like she has her tail removed so she can't become a big monkey, but she has a robot tail that functions with the same properties. So maybe she could become Big Monkey and already have decent amounts of control over it, meaning the avenue to Super Saiyan 4 is way easier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm here. I feel like I'm not doing much at this point.
Contribute!
Ellie, you're literally invaluable. If you weren't here, then you wouldn't be in the call, and I wouldn't be nearly as near you.
Yeah, it would make me feel a lot better about me not able to really.
Well, I mean, I'm also Dragon Ball autistic, so like, listen.
You can jump in at
When
any
it comes
point.
to character design,
Yeah, but I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
do better than me.
I'm just happy you're here. I'm happy you get to hang out with us.
I think honestly, in terms of character design, you'd have a lot of better ideas.
I was gonna
Like
say,
I'm here conceptually.
Mm-hmm. I'm here. That's what I'm saying. Today is just the concepting stage, and then I'll do a bunch of doodles. Like, I'll do some rough sketches of, like, a basic idea, and then I'll toss them in this group chat, and you can be like, no, that's fucking stupid. Fix that. And I'll be like, gotcha. Gotcha, gamer.
well, I was gonna say, I guess as a pre-design, only have the cyber augmentation parts be on things like her organs and her lungs,
Mm-hmm.
True.
so that they could hide the fact that she was augmented.
Yeah, so she doesn't have, like... So she's, like,
Oh,
like 16
wait a
and,
minute.
or, like, 17 and
Okay.
18, where she's a little, like... Where she looks human to the outside observer.
okay.
Well, I mean, like,
Have-
so if she has like a lung problem, if it's her lungs or if it's like her overall organ, those things are going to be the ones that's actually like mixed around with.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's gotten older, they've been able to mix with her skin tone.
I like that.
I also think particularly baggy clothing around the waist, so that she can wrap the robot tail around the waist and have it be concealed by clothing.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I want to try and give some more characterization to the dad.
That's fair.
It's
The
tough
one
to,
to
like... It's tough to like. It's tough to characterize Saiyans when I have to remember that wasn't Goku's dad. Isn't he a scientist?
No.
No, Ellie! Ellie, what are you talking about? He was an average fighter, but a brilliant scientist.
No, he wasn't a scientist.
Okay, to be real, that is a dubbing error. Bardock was not a scientist. He was a fighter, just like Kakarot.
Okay, I was gonna say because I've heard that clip, but I was like, isn't he a scientist?
Dude, oh my god, please just DM Silver about what are Bardock's scientific credentials.
Where's oh no, wait a minute, hang on, I got an idea.
Where did he get his MD from?
Give me a minute.
Universe.
Hang on.
Vegeta,
We
you.
hit a snag and thought you might know.
Oh my god.
We hit a
What?
snag. Snag has not been hit.
What does Bardock specialize in?
Yeah, say what
They
is Bardock
just- hang on.
specialized in, and then make the next message. Seeing as he's a brilliant scientist.
No, wait, what does Bardock specialize in? They just say scientist. Where I'm looking, thought you might know.
They said he's an average fighter, but a brilliant scientist.
I've buried this lead so deep, there's no way.
Okay, if you want to actually know what Bardock's scientific credentials are in terms of that line, it's that he was the one who constructed the artificial moons.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so like the you know how Vegeta like throws the ball and then he becomes a monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically in that dub, Bardock was the one who made the like I guess the energy formula to make those fake moons.
Oh, okay.
Which I honestly think is very cool.
I was about to say, oh, so he's an engineer.
He's a machinist, one might say.
A machinist, even.
Oh.
The same place Nappa got his child psychology master. Thank you, Ontario.
Literally true.
Would they use
At
robot
Vegeta-
parts? Oh, this is a good question. Do they use robot parts from the Frieza Empire, or does the dad build his own?
He built his own.
Okay.
Dad built his own because Frieza would monitor them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like the idea.
Yeah,
of-
that was in the movie. When Bardock and that one guy are talking, he's like, dude, turn your scouter off. Frieza's listening.
I like the idea of like, for as much of a bit as that is, I might lean into that, actually.
Sir, why does the blueprints for my daughter's lung replacement have speakers in them?
In the garage, that's fine, right?
That's perfectly fine. Can you take these? I'm done.
Put it in the fridge to save for later?
Yes, please. Thank you. You can take the fruit punches.
The chocolate cake is good. It's rich.
It looks good, but I can't eat anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Wait, hang on. We have a response. What do you mean specialize? No, I'm trolling Silver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just tell him Vegeta said he was a brilliant scientist.
They
so I assume.
say he's an average fighter, but a brilliant scientist. So what was his specialty? I guess he made the artificial moons.
This is ridiculous.
So I thought engineer, but we're not sure. Anyway, back to stuff that isn't weird. Silver also responded. Hang on. He's taking it so seriously. I love with my whole ass that he answered it so seriously. His response was, okay, so it's never really stated what kind of scientist he is. Truthfully, that statement's a bit of a meme since it's something I think Vegeta says in the OG dub. So that being canon is questionable, but I think the fake moon is a chemical compound. I'm theorizing, so you might take it with a grain of salt. It doesn't help we never see him perform any science.
Way to be a sport about it.
He's so... I love Silver so much.
Please respond in all caps, but he's a brilliant scientist.
I can't wait to send him this footage and have him be like, they were fucking with me!
Who's they? I wasn't in this. I
Me
didn't
and
have to be in
Avi.
this. Wow, well. That's one thing.
Unfucking believable. That's fucking bananas. Sorry, what did I just come into? We're building some characters for a video. If we're going this route, I want Dad.
I have the dumbest fucking idea in human history. Like, this is the type of idea that is so dumb that Toriyama would look at it and be like, I don't know. Okay. So I don't know if you saw Gamma 1 and Gamma 2.
I did see Gamma 1 and Gamma 2.
So did you notice that they both have Gamma 1 has one little fin on his head and Gamma 2 has two fins on his head?
I did see this.
What if, like, that denotes which Super Saiyan form?
They get more. She gets more fins as she Super Saiyans. God. It's just. I don't know what the hell's going on. Sorry, I'm sending some stuff to some people in case they know what the fuck's going on. I think this is a good base. So then we'll move forth because now we have color code these so that way I know. I don't think so. Somebody saying, is that who I think it was? I don't think so. I think it's I'm going to, for the minute, I'm not going to assume. I'm gonna say I think that was somebody probably pretending. Because the profile looked fairly new. And also if it was, I was gonna say if it was who they're claiming to be, I don't know why it would be me they'd go after in the first place. That doesn't make any sense. Because I've never said anything about it, so I don't know.
Yeah, the one thing that you can do, I don't know if it's still like you can look at that profile, but if you take a peek at it, it'll say what day the account was created and what day they joined the server.
The account was made today. Okay, yeah. So probably then it's not.
Fuck that noise.
All right. Anyway, let's go with who do we want to do next? Let's do the Tuffle next, because I think that's gonna be the one that has like the most.
I recommend looking up Dragon Ball Heroes Tuffles, so you can see what the dimorphism is. But other than that, I mean, they're just weirdo blobs.
Well, I like if they're a parasitic species, I think I want them to already be in control of a body.
But if you want them to be in control of a body, you have to make a reason why it's not a Saiyan.
Hmm.
Or you can go the third route,
Hmm.
which is symbiosis.
That's a really good one. I like that.
I'm the parasite keeping your body functioning, and you're the body keeping my parasite having a home. I'm
Hmm.
also okay. I just thought about this for a second because it's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, Fenrir says a Venom situation. I like that a lot.
Yeah, a Venom. Oh my god, yes, a Venom.
Ontario! Oh wait, Ontario's got it. A Tuffle Majin fusion and make it more like a symbiote.
Oh,
that'd be cool.
Have you seen the Gohan verse at all?
No. Into the Gohan
So you know the guy. So you know the guy who makes animations that are Perfect Cell and Kermit the Frog.
Yes, I'm familiar with him.
So
Just
he
like
made
my
a
Uncle
thing-
Haggy once said.
He made a thing called the Gohan verse, which is every alternate universe Gohan.
Mm-hmm.
One of those Gohans is Gohan Black, where Zamasu took control of Gohan's body instead of Goku, and like they just kind of exist together. It's weird. But the way it manifests is very cool in that Gohan Black can create a Zamasu stand out of ki. That shit fucks.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, no, wait a minute. Fuck this, actually. I'm yoinking something so hard.
You're contopulating?
I'm contopulating. I like the idea because, I like the idea. Wait. Okay. Instead of, I'll just make them like a generic, like, the alien. But, like, I like the idea it's an internal tag team.
Yeah.
But like in a wrestling kind of way.
Yeah.
Like instead of manifesting manifesting the second body with ki, they freely swap who's in control of the body and tag in and out. And I like the idea that like the Tuffle has more ki, so does more like ki-based attacks, but the body that they're in is like a really good martial artist.
That'd be cool.
So then they formed like, and then when they're in the tournament and their back is against the wall, he manifests the other body out of ki, and they just straight up fucking jump this fucker.
Okay, I've
Do they attack Creases Jordan?
They do! Mr. Svarog Creases Jordan!
I've got it. I've literally got it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with the character of Jackie Chun?
Yes.
Oh my god, Abby!
Make it Jackie Chan.
Yeah!
Make this rando earthling who's just possessed by a Tuffle, and they fight together. Dude, I didn't know Gordon Ramsay was here because we're
We're fucking cooking.
He's gonna look at this and be like, I would personally rather have beef Wellington, but that's okay.
Hell yeah, that's great. No, I love that. That's so cool. I love that a lot, actually. I think that's dope as fuck. That fucking
Hell yeah.
cooks. Hell yeah.
I just, my favorite prospect is Roshi looking at this guy being like, I was onto something.
Well, goddamn it.
Because did you know Bruce Lee shows up in Dragon Ball and gets owned by Goku?
It's so good.
It's so funny.
Let's...
This is why we need to watch the original Dragon Ball, because the entire bit is just, wouldn't it be funny if...
God, wait a minute. I have an idea. I have another idea. So...
is it putting Launch on your team? I hope it's putting Launch on your team.
So, I was looking at this and I'm like, where do we go next? No, wait. I have an idea for the Earthling. Oh my god, I'm fucking cooking. You haven't seen OG Dragon Ball? No. I've seen little bits and pieces of OG Dragon Ball. The only time I ever watched Dragon Ball consistently was during Z.
Abridged.
And then again with Abridged.
Didn't even finish Abridged.
Okay, wait. Hang on.
She doesn't deny it.
No, I didn't.
Creature Jordans. Creature Jordans.
There. I like that.
I'm friends.
The Earthling is a student of the Tuffle's original body.
Original body and then quote-unquote baby version. Because, like, you need a placeholder name, but it'd be funny.
Trying to think. I don't know what's funnier. The idea of like having like a pseudo parental relationship and now they have two parents, or that they were dating the original body and now they're a weird polycule. I think I like the latter. I think that's really funny. Yeah, I like that. I think that's really funny.
You wanna know my favorite part about Launch? We still don't know why she's like that.
No, she just is.
She's like that.
No, I like the idea that it's not a corpse, that he's just like, that like with Venom, it was just a symbiotic relationship, and now they're just vibing. I love that. I like the idea that the Tuffle's like, nah, but living on Earth rules, actually. I kind of... Hear me out, because I like it a lot. I have a lot of, like, I've said this before, right? Like, if I had to pick... If you held me at gunpoint and made me pick a favorite Dragon Ball character, it's Gohan. Because I don't know much about...
Makes sense.
Because I don't know much about the series, but I like Gohan. I think Gohan's, like, internal character struggles and, like, his shit is just cool. I like him. I think he's cool.
Well, now I know who your favorite character actually would be, and it would be Pan.
I saw the little bits of her with Piccolo in the movie, and that was really sweet. I have to learn how to fly. And he's like, you'll get it eventually. And she's like, I have to go to kindergarten now.
Dude, the best part is when the Red Ribbon Army guy shows up, and he's like, "Come with us, Pan," and she gut checks him and knocks him the fuck out, and then looks at Piccolo, who is in a full disguise, and says, "Oh, what's up, Mr. Piccolo?" And he's like, "I need you to be kidnapped," and she's like, "Okay."
And then he makes a video to send to Gohan as like a quote unquote ransom. And after she's done like being like, "Daddy, I'm scared. Come help me." And she goes over, "How was that, Mr. Piccolo?" Piccolo just gives her a thumbs up. It's like, "That's great."
I love this.
It's
What
why
a shitter.
It's why you and I, Heaton. This is why we need to watch Superhero. And then as soon as the words "I'm going to activate Cell Max" are uttered,
We stop.
we turn the movie off and go, "Wow, that was awesome."
God, that movie was cool.
How was that, Mr. Piccolo? Oh, you did great, Pan. That was great.
But where I was going with this is like, listen, I love Gohan, and by extension, I also really like Videl. I'm a big fan.
Well, that makes one of us.
I like Videl. I think she's cool.
I liked
Videl
her
in
when
Dragon Ball Z.
I liked her in Dragon Ball Z. I liked when she was a character.
That's what I mean. I like Videl before Toriyama made her barefoot and pregnant, but like whatever.
Whoa. Okay. Well,
As
I
is,
really wish you did say that.
Incubation.
as is Toriyama's wanton way. Cough, cough. But anyway,
I mean, shit. I mean, if you have to say it out loud.
Pan, did I ever tell
By
you
the
the story
way-
about the time I tried to feed your dad to a dinosaur?
Oh, I will say, I had this conversation with Aubrey the other day. Actually, do I want to do this to myself?
Do it.
So, what was exactly the context? Like, I think the context was just more like, oh, talking about. I was on TikTok on my lunch break, and it was just like, oh, mangaka, right? And that's kind of just the long and short end of it. And so, they were going through the mangaka and everything, and like a young picture of Toriyama pops up, and my brain, I go, oh, why could he get it though? Am I attracted to Akira Toriyama?
I don't know, Ellie, are you?
I don't know. Have you seen him when he was younger? He could get it. He was kind of cute.
Listen, I've always thought Toriyama was a cutie. I just
He's kind of a cutie patootie.
That's where I was going with this, is the point. I think, listen, I like Great Saiyaman, and I'm so sad that they abandoned it, because I think it rules.
No, in Dragon Ball Super, there's a whole arc about them making the Great Saiyaman movie.
I think Great Saiyaman is so cool, so I'm going to make mine a vigilante superhero too.
Dude, there's literally a part where the dude who's playing the actor for Great Saiyaman does this whole thing where he tries to get Videl to think that Gohan is cheating on her with him, and she just says Gohan would never do that.
He wouldn't. He's
Or like
a boy.
Gohan's cheating on her with like the other actress, and she's like, "No, I don't believe you."
He would
Videl's
never.
just like, "No, he wouldn't." And then, and then she asked Gohan, like, "Did you kiss this girl?" And he was like, "She kind of kissed me, and then took a picture." And she was like, "Oh, okay."
Gohan
Hey
would
guys,
never.
did you know that communication is really important in a marriage?
Were you aware?
Dude, I was listening to Plague talk about this. I think personally, if we got an entire, if Dragon Ball Super was only about like the interpersonal relationships between Goku's family, and the rest of the world, and we had our occasional action scene and our villain, etc., it would be the best.
I think so too.
It would have been the best Dragon Ball series ever.
I'll move to, I just have it written down as the Moro, because I don't know what else.
Mm.
Fucking whatever. Fuck you, Dragon Ball. Don't give us fucking species or any kind of, like, diversity. Amongst your species, just show us one and then not give us any kind of... Because I like the idea of, if he does magic... I like the idea of a weird bog witch. I like the idea that she's just a weird goat-themed bog witch who's just, like, living in, like, a weird swamp. Like, in a weird fucking Miyazaki swamp. Yeah, kind of a Baba... So a Baba Yaga. Die. To the mummy hole. Get in the fucking mummy hole.
Hardy, hardy, har, har, har. It's like a cock.
Yay,
Oh.
we finally get my Delphox Mega Evolution. Dude, no, for real, if we got a Dragon Ball magician who summons, like, shit from the other world, yes.
I kind of, since they...
Shit up like ass and groceries.
I can do that.
I know what you meant, but for 2 seconds I thought you meant eat ass like groceries, eating your
No,
ass.
like weird summons. I like the idea of weird key summons. Summons like weird familiars. I like the idea.
Yeah, I could you imagine making 2 portals that summon a pair of demonic hands that do a Kamehameha?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Let me qualify so I know later, because I'll forget. There. Does summons like Bayo.
Yes. Okay, so that means you'll have to know Bayo lore.
I
Oh,
won't.
no.
I won't.
Darn it. Who's gonna tell you about Bayo lore?
This is literally just shorthand.
If
Shut
only
up.
you had someone.
Shut up.
If only there was someone in your life.
We're not talking about Cersei today.
If only there was a person in your life who knew too much about Bayo lore.
I mean, personally, if we were going to say anything about Cersei, why?
Because Danica
Because Danica is
also knows too much
Actually,
about Bayo
I
lore.
need to confirm this with her. I need to confirm her opinions on the Bayo 3 ending, personally. But, like,
ask her.
Yeah, I just feel like if you think that Bayo is straight because of that ending, you're weak.
Oh, okay.
You're literally
I'm gonna be
a
really honest
weak-minded
with you. I'm going to be so for real. I promise you she doesn't.
Good.
I promise you I know her well enough that her being in a straight relationship, she knows she's still queer. No, I promise you. I promise you she's... How dare you think that she would ever think that in a moment?
I think it's because I've only ever heard Bayo 3's ending be called the 9/11 for gays be said by straight people.
So true.
Yeah. Well, she's not straight.
So you're saying.
She's pan.
I know, I just can't trust anyone talking about that ending anymore. Anyway.
The only thing I'm mad about is that I'm not with Bayo, frankly.
Well, there's infinite Bayos, and one of them is probably in K-pop.
One of them is probably what?
Never mind.
In K-pop.
In K-
Anyway.
What the? No.
Yes,
No.
We have to move on. I only have so much
I'll
time
DM
left
you
in the
later.
stream.
I'll DM you later.
So I like the idea that I'm gonna make her a weird grandma.
Yes.
I like the idea of this universe's like weird old person instead of being Master Roshi. It's just a weird grandma.
So like Genkai.
Yes! You're right, exactly like Genkai!
Yeah.
Has the
my
energy
God.
of like
Hey, Heaton.
Yeah.
Who does the voice for Genkai in the dub?
I don't remember.
It's Linda Young.
Okay.
Do you know who Linda voice? I'm gonna do this. I swear to God. Do you know who Linda Young also voices?
No.
Frieza.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the original dub of Dragon Ball Z, Frieza is voiced by a woman.
That's rad, actually. Hello,
Yeah,
monkeys.
and she has lines such as, "If you were a dog, I would pat your belly. If you were a cat, I'd give you a bowl of warm milk."
I like the mental image of like this team rolls up to the tournament and they have like a conversation with Universe 7 and the little old lady is just walks up to Goku and is like, "Oh, you seem like just a nice little young man. Here you go." And just like hands him a fucking butterscotch.
And he flinches.
Actually, no. You know what it should be? It should be one of those strawberry candies
Yeah,
that nobody knows
one of-
where they come
yeah.
from.
One of the little grandma strawberry candies.
Hell yeah.
And no one fucking knows where they come from.
Grandmas just conjure them, I'm convinced.
I
Once
think
you
it'd be
become a
re-
grandmother, by the age of 70, you just have the ability to manifest them.
I wrote this down because you said Ki can do kind of whatever. I like the idea of poison Ki blasts.
So that sort of exists. So we can work with something.
'Cause I
Frost-
like. Okay, go ahead. Tell me. I want to see if I'm in the same
Yeah.
like vibe.
The way it works first, like right now, what I think you might be talking about is like Aki, like Street Fighter 6 Aki, where she
Maybe?
throws out a projectile of poison.
No.
Okay. So Frost in the Dragon Ball Super anime, I think it's also in the manga, has a tiny needle on his forearm that injects poison into you when he punches you.
It's in the manga, yeah. I had to think about what you were trying to ask. Yeah, it's in the manga.
Like there's that.
No. Okay. So we don't have a precedent for what I'm thinking of. No.
Okay, good.
I like the mental image of like she's in the ring, and she's shooting like these like ki blasts, like regular just like little circular ki blasts.
Yeah.
And they're like, these don't do like any damage. What are you doing? But she's shooting a lot of them, and they're like, they don't do anything. But they find that like why are they feeling like they're doing more damage the more of them she hits you with? They're not. Her ki is poisonous. So it does like tick damage. So every time you get hit with one of them, you're just taking small amounts of tick damage, and every time you get hit with another one, it just keeps stacking and it's just more and more tick damage.
So there is a slight precedent for that in a character named Lavender.
I was actually just about to mention them.
Yeah, he will like put poison on his hands and punch you, or he will blow it in your face, but it's a gas.
Yeah.
It's not a ki blast.
I like the idea of just the ki blasts itself, like totally innocuous, but they just slowly kind of rot you. You just kind of start getting weaker and weaker and weaker.
I think that
now they're mentioning the gas. it reminds me of Mortal Kombat again, with the kiss of death. Now I'm just thinking fucking grandma kisses.
Oh yeah, come here, give your grandma a kiss.
What I was thinking of was Aki, where she sets up, like she sends her little projectiles at you, and they hit you and they inflict you with poison. She can set up her little poison thing on the floor, and she can do blah 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 blah, like a bunch of different poison things, and then infect you with the poison, and then have it pop, so that like you take a bunch of burst damage, and that leads into a combo. With this, it feels more like I'm very slowly just infecting you.
Yeah, that's the vibe. I want
The only thing.
I want the vibe of like, because you said that like the thing is that Moro like drains your ki, just eats it
Passively.
So I liked the idea of like of something that's kind of in a similar vein, where you just get weaker and weaker over time. And I like the idea of like you're combating it and you have the assumption that because of like, oh, it's the same thing, so I'll just stop using ki, and it doesn't work. You just keep getting weaker, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? Why am I getting weaker?
So that would be one thing, and I think it would work. The only problem with that strategy is that the Tournament of Power is an 80-person battle royale. So the weakness of that technique would be shown by someone having to be around the lady at all times.
I just like the idea of like a weird debuff. I think she can do other shit, but I like the idea of that being like her weird thing that she can do.
Mm-hmm.
So like she can fight on her own. She's perfectly capable of fighting by herself. Because I think it'd also be great if like she does have a bodyguard on her for a while, and they figure it out, so they're like, target the old woman, separate her, and then they do, and then the person who was on her is like, good luck, dickheads, and then just fucks off, and they're like, what? And then she just fucking mollywops them.
I will say, if there was a bodyguard, I think it would be a good idea for it to be Omi, only because she can Elastigirl stretch and bring her back if she needs to.
And she's like, no, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I've still got plenty in me. Come back in about 15 minutes. We'll see if anything's changed.
I thought you were going to say come back in 15 years and see if you can challenge me.
That too.
Ooh.
So, like, okay, what do we know about, like, the Freezoids?
Not much.
Yeah. They are... Okay. They are all name-wise, obviously, they're cold-based.
Mm-hmm.
They typically have 2 to 3-ish forms.
Mm-hmm.
The last one always being more of a minimalist. Less is more kind of thing. Less is more kind of thing.
Yeah, they seem to expand and then contract.
So
they expand only once in the second form and then contract.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Unless you're cooler and a dickhead.
The way it works is their final form is technically their base form. It's their first birth stage. They just create forms around it to keep the power encased.
Oh, so it's cracking layers instead of opening doors. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so, like, when Frost goes into his final form, he says, like, I've only ever used this form once, because when I used it last time, I accidentally killed someone. I don't have full control over the power.
Okay. I will admit, this is based very heavily on the fact that they're all cold-based pun names. I kind of like this idea of, like... So I thought about, like, Goku coming to Earth, right? I like the idea that because, like, because you mentioned earlier in passing, and I don't know if this was a jape or not, but, like, that there aren't many left, that the Frieza family is all that's left.
There aren't many that we know of.
Okay. Because I like the idea, if we go with that theme, that, like, there aren't that many left, I like the idea that, like, with Goku, something happened, and he got fucking Superman'd to Earth. And I like the idea that kind of like, it's like me, like in fucking James Carpenter's The Thing. They found him in like a block of ice in like the Antarctic, and they fucking unthawed his ass.
Like Pickle.
Who?
You should watch Baki one day.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that the dinosaur?
No, that's the caveman.
What?
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about it later. I am the biggest fan of my instilled morals are the only reason I am not killing everyone on this planet.
I'm a big fan of that also.
Like, I was raised to be better than that.
Yeah.
But what if you weren't?
If it literally, if it weren't for the laws of this land, I'd have slaughtered you. I like the idea of like raised by the research team that unthaws him.
Okay. Yes. But I also like the idea that the research team loved him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I am so sick of these Homelander. I was raised in a lab and you tortured me. Like, yeah, I get it. That's a compelling reason for a character to be how they are. I am so much more a fan of these scientists who come from all different backgrounds, some of which are probably like infertile. Like they cannot have kids of their own.
No, shut up. I'm stopping you dead in your tracks. Because I can end this entire monologue easily. Why would you want to be Homelander when you could be Vash the Stampede?
Yeah, literally.
That's because literally Vash's whole backstory is that he was a weird alien creature that they fucking raised in a test tube, but they raised him to be a good boy, and he became a good boy and the best boy in the whole wide world. Why would you want to be Homelander when you could be Vash the Stampede?
Yeah, like why the whole time the fucking research team is just like giving him hugs and being like, yeah, man, don't worry about it. As soon as you're out of here, you'll be able to live with the rest of the people, and you'll live a great life.
It's basically like animal in captivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they treat him. They're like he's like an animal in captivity, but all of the researchers are panda nannies.
Yes, you're so right. Just like
they're all panda nannies.
Literally took a village to raise this weird alien.
Yep.
And I like the idea that he's good. That maybe like I like the idea that he like
I think the angst that he could have, any kind of angst that he could have, I think it would just be his insecurity of, well, I wasn't raised with my people, so I don't know how my people are, and I feel left. I kind of feel like a sore thumb or like a fish out of water. Because I'm so used to being raised by different aliens, all except for my own people.
Yeah, I like that.
Identity issue, essentially.
I like that.
And then you have the way of the team leader being
We can hear
like,
your shouts clear as day down here. Please make sure to not say swear words.
Yeah,
I'm doing my best. I'm sorry. I forgot you were back.
I also think it'd be very interesting to have the double dichotomy of the research team raise them, but they're all the same species, and it's like, I don't know how to live around my own species. And then this team being like, bro, at a certain point in this universe, species kind of doesn't matter as long as you have us as your family.
Yeah.
Well, because like again, he's probably raised by like multiple different races at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
So he learns like multiple different types of like customs and cultures from these scientists.
Also, maybe even languages.
Hang on. You're not gonna know what these words mean, but I want them for me.
Also, I will be right back. I'm just fucking heading into store for a second.
So I've been really liking Windbreaker, and I like the idea of him being like a Sakura style tsundere, where like he gets like, okay, you know how Chopper is in One Piece? You know how like if you compliment Chopper.
No.
So one of my
One
one of my favorite One Piece bits is the fact that like when you compliment Chopper, like if you tell him that he's good, he'll get really flustered and happy, but he'll be like, "Oh, shut the fuck up, I hate you so much, kill yourself." But he'll clearly be happy about it, but he's trying to deflect and seem cool, but he fails horribly. Sakura does that in Windbreaker. When people compliment him, he gets angry, but you see him like blush and see like his ears turn pink, and he's like, I didn't do it so you could praise me. Don't fucking look down on me. I hate it when people do that. But he loves it because he's so used to being bullied for having vitiligo, I guess. And I like that. I like the idea that because of that, because he's like, he has kind of, I like the plot of like, he has kind of a chilly personality. So I like the idea that he's like, I didn't do it so that you'd be nice to me. I did it because it was the right thing to do. But he'll get like he, yeah, but he'll be like, I just think that's cute.
Yeah.
I think that's a cute character trait.
It's tsundere, but not that annoying.
Exactly. It's a way more like realistic, like natural version of that. We don't know anything because the only thing, here's the thing, right? I'll have to wait for, well, no, do you know anything about the Heaters?
The what?
The Heaters?
Heaters? No.
Okay, so we do need to wait for Avi.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I wonder why I was here in the first place because I have not contributed much.
It's okay. And I'm presuming the only, like, one of Beerus' species we've ever seen is Beerus and his brother, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
So we don't know anything about them. I went with the ones that we had some kind of idea of,
I mean, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
They aren't just cats.
They are just... Ma! There's a weird fucking cat outside!
No, I mean, you could realistically, you could just make them cats and do cat things with them. Because there's no rules to it, you can kind of just do whatever. The only thing that would have to be the case is that I think they're based off of
Sphinx cats.
alcohol.
And there you have...
Name-wise, they're alcohol. Yeah. Name-wise, they're made out of alcohol. Yeah, you kind of just do whatever. Honestly, I think if you lean more into the cat-like aspect, I feel like you'd be able to do more with it.
I'm trying to think of like a good overall vibe, though. There's also Dispo, but they're not related. Like, what's a good, like... What's a good basis? What's a good thing for a cat to be doing? It feels like a cat...
Looks at my cat.
I'm thinking about my cat.
You know what?
Homing
attacks. They curl up in balls.
Oh my god, you're so right.
They homing attack ball. And also, he could probably go loaf mode so that he can like squeeze into like small places. So he has no arms or legs for a minute.
I love that. That's so good. Oh, he could be like, fucking, what's his name? It's been so long. The Cat on the Lookout.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Like cat, fuzzy boy.
I know who you're talking about. Now oh no,
Corin! Thank you, chat!
Corin! Oh my god, I had it in my head and then I lost it. Corin. Yes.
I was gonna say, hangs out with Eve, like Corin. Human brains are the worst storage system. You're so fucking right. Jesus Christ.
Like, as soon as you said it, I knew what the character was, but then my brain was like, so what if you didn't remember? And I'm like...
I know exactly who you're talking about. What's his name? I don't know. Oh, I like... Much like regular cats, I like... solar powered.
Easily distracted. Easily distracted.
So good. You said, what does a cat do? And my first response was lick its ass. No. Oh, I do like the idea of, like,
No, but it can't lick its ass, right? But it's a contortionist.
Yeah, that's what I'm writing down. Acrobatic fighting style.
Exactly.
We have arrived on the idea that I like the cat to be, Eve's Corin. Hangs out with her on the lookout. Because, I don't know if you know this, because this might have been just something I decided in private. But, because I thought it was funny. And, those Dragon Ball fans suck TM. I decided that Eve was Kami in her universe.
We did talk about this.
I just don't know if we talked about it on stream.
Technically, minutes would
I
have.
would say
It's the idea of Kami hurt because it only has it. Like Saiyans don't have a because humans created the idea of him. That's why Kami exists. But it's funny because I don't know if you know this. Did you know that when Piccolo became Kami, he had to expel all the evil from his body, which is what became Demon King Piccolo.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, that means that Eve had to extract all the evil and men-liking from her body.
men-liking.
You no way! No! I thought of a way better joke. Is you talk about fighting dysphoria. I had to physically fist fight mine.
Yep.
So when she became Kami, she expelled the evil, and it turned into who she was back when she still had a mask body.
Yeah, it's all that shit, and she has to fight it.
You have to fight your dysphoria. I do that every day. No, I mean like literally you have to fight it. And she's like, oh god damn it.
No, it's with your fist. That's only on bad days.
Only on the bad days.
Well, the whole thing with Dende, because Dende was literally a child, he probably didn't have evil in his body.
Yeah, he didn't know what capitalism was.
Yeah. Also,
Kami had to
Avi.
learn.
Avi.
Yeah,
It's done.
sweet.
All right, we have one left, and we needed to wait for you. Tell me
I'm
about
gonna
tell me about heaters.
Okay, so we don't know a lot about them. don't know a lot about them.
We don't know a lot about most of these people. We're making shit up.
So a heater would be someone who comes in with an accessory on their forehead, and the Xenos would be like, is that allowed? I don't know if that's allowed. And they would say, this contains my power. And so Xeno would be like, oh, keep it on. Except when it's cool, then take it off.
Yeah.
So what I'm imagining is, first of all, I would personally say make the heater a girl, but I'm also biased. Just gonna know this. I like.
No, I probably will.
Oh. Good. I think personally, us taking the concept of Berserk Tale and making it a force for the side we want to win is very interesting. So, like, honestly, I would say even, like, make the unrestrained form have 4 arms.
Ooh.
Like, just go full 100% Ashura on this unrestrained form. Because it's like all of the pain and negativity and shit that formed from a universe, not even a planet, a whole universe dominated by people I can never identify with.
God, you're so right. Didn't Piccolo or Kami land on Earth as a child? Not that Dragon Ball is renowned for its tightly maintained continuity. Either way, the idea is cool and badass. Who cares? This is my favorite bit about doing stuff like this. It's why I really wanted to do this, is because, like, the one thing I've learned is that 75% of the time, someone will correct you on the Dragon Ball lore, and you'll be like, oh, is that bad? And they'll go, no, that's badass, do it, I'm just letting you know. Trying to think. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Better yet, better yet.
We good?
Did I unmute myself or did I mute myself?
I think you
You
muted
like
yourself.
ejected. No, you ejected.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, no, I passed my cousins and what? Anyway, I honestly, if you want my 100% full-blooded opinion, I feel like the demon form could incorporate Medusa aspects.
See, I like the idea I wrote down, because you said an Ashura vibe. I like the idea of instead going, like, full Kali.
Yeah.
Like, she gets
Like,
4 arms, she's creating, like, she's creating, like, fucking scimitars out of ki.
What I think would be cool, personally, is a Medusa vibe in which the hair can shoot ki blasts from the mouth of the...
Yes.
I think that personally is just a vibe. Because, like, when in Dragon Ball, the more things that can shoot ki blast, the better. Because, like, in Dragon Ball, your methods of zoning really just come down to what ki blasts you shoot from your hands. Because weapons are both non-functional and not allowed.
I have an idea, because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Universe 13's Vegeta.
Oh boy.
I like the idea that she's like Vegeta. She was evil, not anymore. Now she's just a weird aunt.
Well, okay. Would you call Vegeta, like, just explicitly evil?
He was. He's not anymore.
I guess that is much of he was. It was
No,
the
yeah,
dark-
he was. He isn't anymore.
Yeah, he hasn't been for a very long time, but he was when we first met him. He was evil. That's why listen. On another episode of what's a trope that Shonen does all the time that people think is stupid that you love, I'll go first. When we beat the bad guy, he becomes a friend.
Hey, I'm gonna make this as quick as I can possibly be. Did you watch Explanation Point's video on Frieren?
No.
He makes a point where I feel like Frieren is like Dragon Ball in the way that so many things are going to take from it and reference it and use its progression and be it to the point to where it feels dull because it influenced everything.
That'll happen to us.
Yep.
Someday it'll be us. We'll be sitting there being like, I remember back in the day when Frieren was the tone setter, and you'll be like, whatever you say, Grandpa.
Yeah, and like, I think the way he said it was just like, episode 3 is a perfect metaphor for the rest of the series. The problem is the writer didn't have the ego to outright say it. And I'm like, that's baller as fuck. Because where it's like, Zoltron used to be a revolutionary spell that kills anyone instantly. Now it's regular offensive magic. Dragon Ball used to be this revolutionary icon in the shonen genre. Now it's just shonen.
It's so true.
We are gonna be there one day.
Whatever
All right.
you say, Grandpa.
We
We're gonna be there.
have our
Bye.
cast.
Yama's still making shit.
We have our cast. And now I proceed to draw the curtain, and you'll see the rest of the info when the video comes out. Yo-ho.
Yeah, no, take a big old break.
But I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go I might take a nap. I'm so fucking tired.
I'm gonna kiss my brain.
For now, we'll send you over to One Realm Wars.
Oh boy, I wonder what Realm Wars is doing.
He's playing Deadpool.
Not Pokemon Unite.
TBOYBBNO dollar sign.
Oh yeah, me too.
That's me. That's me. No, that's been you too? Awesome. Great. Awesome.
I think it's
And so off you go. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Goodbye.
Alright. Installing Roblox.